Hey, it's Lindsey Keller with Seven Springs Real Estate. Austin schools are out for the summer and it's still May, but it's a bazillion degrees already. So we thought it would be a fitting time to tell you about our favorite places in Austin to cool off and survive the horrific Austin summer heat. These are our top water attractions in the area. Some of them are right in Austin and some of them are a little bit outside, but it's all within a day's trip. And some of them are just a good place to go if you're tired of the same old community pool. You want something different with your family. So without further ado, choice number one is Schlitterbahn in New Braunfels. If you live in this area, you already know Schlitterbahn, but if you're watching from outside of this area, it is a phenomenal place. Look it up, check it out. Schlitterbahn is it still kind of feels like a family-friendly, old-school kind of water resort, but it has grown from its original footprint into like a humongous multi-park adventure escape. Some of the park uses river water. Some parts are chlorinated. They let you bring your picnic basket in, and parking is free, but it is easily a full day's worth entertainment, maybe multiple days. And actually, there are places you can stay down there if you want to kind of turn it into like a weekend getaway. But a really good place for all ages. My number one recommendation is find a locker in the shade and a picnic table in the shade and wear shoes so that you're not running on the really super hot concrete from place to place. Attraction number two is Kalahari Water Resort. This is on the north side of Austin, so kind of opposite Schlitterbahn. Kalahari is indoor, so if you've ever been to Great Wolf Lodge or similar type places, Kalahari is like that. So it's very nice. It's attached to a hotel and a resort center and restaurants and bakeries and coffee shops and all the things you need. There's even rides that are not water related that you can do, and it's open year round, so even if you want to go in the winter, that's fine. Walking in, it kind of feels like the Vegas Strip. There's just so much going on everywhere, but super fun place to kind of crash for a night, maybe take friends. There are like adult areas with swim up bars, and then there's kid areas, so just easy for everybody to hang out together at Kalahari. Only downside for me is that you're inside and not outside, so you don't have the UV rays like killing all the germs. Gotta rely on chlorine for that instead. Attraction number three is Typhoon, Texas. This is in Pflugerville, so like northeast of Austin. Typhoon, Texas is so good for younger kids, I think. Like 7 to 12 maybe, because it's really small and it's enclosed. And so I'm not advocating that you let your kids run loose, but if you were that type of parent, you could easily do that within Typhoon, Texas without too much worry because it's just not huge. There are rides of all different levels as far as like your risk aversion levels. They have places to eat within the park, and it's fairly laid back like Schlitterbahn. So if you want the Schlitterbahn experience, but like in the miniature version, Typhoon, Texas is really easy to handle. Attraction number four is called Valenti Beach. It is on Lake Travis, so it's like northwest of Austin. There actually is a Valenti Beach that you can go and swim in the lake on, but I'm pretty sure it's closed because the water levels have been pretty low the past few years. We are getting storms this May of 2025, so perhaps this summer it will be open again. I don't know what the status is right now. But next to that actual beach, there is a water park called Valenti Beach Water Park. And that is another really nice getaway for the family. Again, like every level of thrill that you are comfortable with is there, places to eat. Another one to definitely check out. All right, next attraction is Six Flags in San Antonio. So this is a bit of a hike. It's past Schlitterbahn, even further south of Austin, all the way in San Antonio. And Six Flags, is a huge theme park, but they have a water park within the theme park. And so if you buy a ticket during the summer, you can get a ticket that allows you to go back and forth between the regular amusement park and the water park, which is critical. You cannot survive Six Flags in the summer in Texas unless you're getting wet. So it's really fun to just sort of pass back and forth and get wet and then go ride a roller coaster and then go get wet again and whatever. They have a tube ride where the water pushes you from behind and like shoves you up high, and they get a big thrill out of that. So definitely one to check out if you like amusement parks, because you can kind of pair it up and do everything at once. Okay, next spot is the San Marcos River Rapids. San Marcos is my hometown, so I've seen this area sort of morph over the years, and they've made it really cool now. Our oldest son just went and had a ball. So it's like an adrenaline type area where there's rapids that the kids can either body slide down or ride a tube, or I don't even know if they let kayaks in right now, but at any rate, you can picnic on the bank outside of that and go in and just swim and cool off for the day. San Marcos is a university town, so it has a ton of cute little pubs and cafes and restaurants. So if you want to just take the day to go down there and hang out at the rapids all day and then hop out and find some local place to eat before you head back to Austin, it's a very cool town to check out. All right, next place is Veterans Memorial Pool Park in Cedar Park. We haven't been to this place in years, but it is really a good alternative, especially when your kids are younger. There's a lot of swimming pool areas that aren't super deep for kids to splash around. There are a lot of shaded areas for you on a chase lounge. They let you bring in your own food, which saves some money. I think you do pay a park entrance fee, but it's not unreasonable. And then as the kids get older, there's an area that's American Gladiator style where they have an obstacle course they can work through, and there's a basketball section, and there are even super high places to dive off of if they're into feeling like they're cliff jumping. So I think there's 2 or 3 different platforms at different heights. And then of course, just some basic water slides into the water park also. So another good place to go with another family to hang out for an afternoon and just kind of cool off and get away from it for a little bit. Finally, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Blue Hole in Wimberley. Local area classic. It's been there for a million years. Natural, cold swimming area. It's under huge cypress trees, so you can just go down and swim in the cold, clear water and just luxuriate in the goodness. It's super clear. Blue Hole, you do have to reserve tickets in advance too, and they typically sell out. So if you have an interest in going there, get online quickly and see if there are still passes for this summer. I think you can do a half-day pass or a full-day pass, but you've got to make sure you do that and not just show up at Blue Hole. I didn't even mention all that Austin has to offer, but please don't overlook that. If you're new to the area, there is plenty right in Austin. There are splash pads run by the city, dotted through the city, dotted around in Austin. Ricky Guerrero is one of our favorites in South Austin. Little Stacy Pool is in Travis Heights. There's one, what's the one that's northeast? Bartholomew Pool is up there. It has splash pad area. Anyway, there's a ton of them, so don't overlook that. Don't overlook Barton Springs at Zilker. You've got to try that. And Deep Eddy also. Those are both natural, cold, spring-fed swimming holes and kind of iconic to Austin. So plenty of things. If you want to talk more about Austin swimming holes, give me a shout. I'd be happy to share that with you. Also want you to know about all the outside ones that you might have missed in years past. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.